Here for you.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Welcome to a presentation of Mountain Crest High School Sports on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by Castelite Brick and Tile, the Mountain Crest Boosters, Les Olson IT, Lana Powell State Farm, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Planet Fitness, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Hello and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Lynn R. Miller Field. It is Mountain Crest football taking on the Skyview Bobcats. My name is Cody Olson, your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs. We appreciate your patience this time as we're in the 11th hour, getting the broadcast up and going. Maybe one of us forgot to hit the go live button. I'm not going to say who. It was me.
It was you. No, it was you.
It was me. Mountain Crest, Skyview set to take each other on in a region matchup. Really quick, our captains out onto the field. We'll get you the coin toss results in just a second. I'm joined here to my right and in the booth, Coach John Olson. Coach, how the heck are you?
I am fantastic.
Good. Are you ready to do this pregame again?
Yes. It's sad that my friend Peyton Manning couldn't stay for the second one, but he had some great insights.
Absolutely.
As always. So, but that's all right. Well, I'll take over for him.
Yeah, no,
I'm good.
You're a good backup.
I'm
good
just
backup
as
to
good.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
It looks like Mountain Crest has won the toss and will elect to defer. Skyview will receive. Coach, these region opponents taking each other on. Skyview coming in 2-2 overall, 1-0 in region play after a stellar performance out in Bear River, out in Garland. 448 yards of total offense, 7 passing touchdowns by QB Jack Clark. He was incredible in that one. Mountain Crest trying to lick their wounds a little bit after being beat in Millville just a week ago.
Correct.
They sit here at 3-1 overall, but 0-1 in region play. This is a heated rivalry and one that has a lucrative history that you told me a stat that kind of floored me before we were about to start, and it really truly it was the stat that blew my mind.
Right. There's actually there's a couple stats in here that are amazing, but one that really kind of blows my mind as well. First of all, Mountain Crest and Skyview have met 45 times in their history, and in that, Mountain Crest leads 23-22, only by one game.
Incredible.
But on top of that, which makes that stat even more incredible, Mountain Crest has not beaten Skyview in 13 years. That is crazy stat.
2012.
Yes, 2012. Skyview has gone through just amazing couple years, 10 years. They've done really amazing. They've won several state titles in that time. Mountain Crest has been struggling, gone through several coaches in this time. But now that we're out here and it's these two teams, I think it's going to be a very well-played, close game. Mountain Crest defense is stellar. Skyview's offense is stellar, and then both Skyview's defense and Mountain Crest's offenses are really good too. They're stellar as well. So to me, it's going to be about whose defense shows up. Real quick, Mountain Crest is scoring points per game. They're scoring 40 points per game, averaging. They're allowing only 14 points per game defensively. Stellar defense. For Skyview, they're averaging 34 points per game and allowing 24 points per game. So it'll be interesting to see.
Absolutely interesting. We are set to kick off here at Lynn R. Miller Field. It is Cooper Karen, the junior wide receiver, set to take it off the foot of Brenton Lishman with the right foot high up in the air, and it will be fielded at the 10-yard line. And the fake reverse off to the right side, and Skyview will keep it, and he gets the corner up to the 40-yard line. Lishman, the only one that's going to be able to bring him down, and Skyview will start in plus territory after the massive return by number 1, Cooper Karen.
Yes, Skyview was able to get up that line. Mountain Crest did not get a great job getting on that outside and in contain, and luckily the kicker was able to make that tackle because he was the last one there.
Absolutely. Brenton Lishman, defensive tackle, also the place kicker for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. We'll set the scene here a little bit more as Mountain Crest is rocking the blackout tonight. Black tops, they're neat, they're fresh orange pants with the black helmets. Skyview in their all whites with the baby blue shells on top. Quick pass out to the right side. It is caught and received well by Skyview for a gain of 5, pushed out of bounds. It was a quick toss from quarterback Jack Clark to his man, number 88 for Skyview, Jace Carlson, senior. So Skyview, Coach, if you've been watching film, and for those of you that know Skyview, they are going to go very fast tonight. They were going to go ahead, the no-huddle offense. It's going to be really nice. Here comes the motion after trips and twins to either side. Clark, quick toss to the near side, buried, but not after a gain of another 5. It's going to be close to the first down marker, and they will wave him forward.
Yep. Right now, Skyview just throwing just underneath whatever Mountain Crest is giving them, finding those holes right underneath that secondary.
Pistol formation for the quarterback Clark. Handoff up the left side. A lot of room moving forward as Mountain Crest on their heels, and it's kind of gone back to that awesome kickoff return. It's a gain of 7 on the run by number 5, Sparrow. Again to the line, Clark. They're going to go with the run once again. This time Sparrow will weave his way through the defensive line of Mountain Crest, fall forward for another gain of plus 10. They are inside the 20, Coach. And this Mountain Crest defense getting tested early.
It is, yep. And this is the first time we've seen a run game that actually has been working well.
Clark back to pass on the dump off to Sparrow, and he is buried for a loss of 6 by who else? Number 40. Carter Egbert.
Carter Egbert. We will be calling his name quite a bit tonight and the rest of the season.
Yeah, the little bubble pass out of the right side. Clark dumps it off to Sparrow. Egbert is not fooled. 2nd down and 15 for Skyview with trips to the near side. Quick read up to Sparrow. He'll get it a gain of about 2.5. 3rd down and long coming up for the Mustangs, and you're right. It's hard enough for me to call this Skyview offense. They're going so fast.
They're going
I can only
really
imagine.
fast.
Only imagine the Mountain Crest defense is going to have to be on their toes and be very disciplined here. Eric Alder, one of my personal favorite coaches to watch and to see him grow over the course of Ben Lomond and Stansbury now here at Skyview. Toss and the screen off to the left side. Here comes Skyview, and they're going to get close to the marker. They're going to be down at the 11, 2 yards short. That was Clark to his man, Lincoln Ballard.
Yep. He's going to bring up 4th and short. Very big play here for both teams. Mountain Crest with the possibility of getting off the field with no points for Skyview.
Clark in the gun, and here is a hard count, and Mountain Crest bites on it. Guilty party Kai Kaha. And we're going to get the confirmation here from the White Hat, and they will walk it forward.
And that will be an first down. Yep. 1st and goal on the 7.
Here comes Skyview looking to draw blood first. Clark, same formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, a running back behind him. That is Sparrow. Clark will get the snap, hand off to Sparrow on the left side. He will jump cut to the left and go nowhere. Kaha in the area to go ahead and redeem the encroachment penalty, aided by number 15, Camden Atkinson.
And, with that long kick off by Skyview, this was a good start by their offense, giving them a good position to go.
Pistol formation again, twins to either side. Sparrow will fake it, quick slant, and it'll be stood up at the 1 yard line. Mountain Crest has nowhere else to go. They are backed up against the wall. Skyview, 3rd down and goal from the 1 yard line of MC. And just like that, Coach, 9 minutes here in the first quarter, Skyview, after the massive kickoff return, has driven it 49 yards.
49 yards.
To be exact. Down to the 1 on the left hash, and they are looking to find pay dirt here. Early goings of this game. Finally, under center, Clark looking for the quarterback. Sneak no, they'll hand it off to Sparrow, and he is stood up at the line. No good on the attempt. 4th down coming up. He needed 2, gained 1.
Again, another big play for both teams here.
Massive, and they are actually going to push the ball backwards to the 2 yard line, so it's going to be an official no gain on the play. 4th down and goal from the 2 yard line. Skyview will go back into the gun. Two wide receivers to the right. Sparrow behind him. Hard count. This time does not get the Mustangs to bite. 3 down linemen and 2 walk-up linebackers for the Mustangs, and Coach Alder is going to take the timeout, and I can finally take a breather and talk.
And talk a little
Good
bit.
night.
Yeah.
Clock stops with 8:04 left in the first quarter. Coach, what are you seeing?
Right now, I am seeing a Skyview team that is marching down the field. It does take a lot out of your defense when you run that fast-paced. It's hard to set up. So, it may take a minute for Mount Crest defense to adjust to this. Hopefully for them it doesn't take long to adjust, but this is a big play right here. Early on in the game, big play.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad that you can go ahead and watch us here on CashValleyDaily.com, streaming online at Cache Valley Daily. You can find us on YouTube as well. We're going over the airwaves on 107.7 KLZX, 106.9 The Fan. Your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Adams Wealth Advisors wants you to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals in earning your financial trust. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. So here comes the Skyview offense, and you're 2 yards out. It looks as though they're going to remain in the gun. I would imagine that Sparrow might be getting this handoff here. Massive play coming up here for both teams. Motion to the near side, short. They're going to roll out Clark to the right. He's got a man open, and it is dropped on the interception. Almost intercepted. Batted down on the PBU by Brock Hunter. He has an interception return for a touchdown earlier in the year. This time he gets the stop for the Mustangs.
He almost got his hands on that ball too, very close, but able to get out there and break that up. That is a huge stop by Mount Crest defense.
Massive, massive play defensively by Brock Hunter, and that could very well be maybe one of the early candidates for our play of the game. Mountain Crest offense will now take the field. Larson is not going to wait for the defense of Skyview. Here they go. Quick toss to the far side. It is caught. Good block and a one-on-one tackle here on the far side. A gain of 3. He finds his man McCray Crofts. I don't know why that is rolling off the tongue weird tonight, but there it is. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. Mountain Crest a little bit more methodical, and it takes a lot more time in the huddle than Skyview does.
Yes.
2 very different yin and yang styles.
Very much offensively, but they both generally run out of the pistol.
Here we go. This is Larson with 2 wide receivers to either side. They'll give it off to Egbert up the middle, who will bounce off of a lineman once and then fall forward for a gain of about 4. It'll be close to the marker. 3rd down 1 coming up. Carter Egbert doing it on the defensive side and offensive side.
Yeah. He's really making a case for All-State with his tackles, and the way he's playing offense as well.
And, trips to the near side of the formation. Larson looks that way, and he's going to give a hand signal here. Look for the hot route for Crofts in the slot. Larson will give it and take it himself forward and bury his way close to the marker.
Close to the first mark. Yep, close to the first down.
That was a tackle by Mason Marchant. And it will depend on the spot. They're going to say roll it, and it is a first down officially for the Mustangs. They get out and get a little bit of breathing space from their own end zone. 6:50 in the first quarter, and this game might be going a lot faster than some of the earlier ones that we've seen at Lynn R. Miller Field. Trips to the right as Larson will get the snap near the knees. Look to his right, step up into it, and it is low, driving it into the dirt, incomplete at the 20-yard line.
Good thought, just a little bit too low right there in the dirt.
Looking for Mason Bradford on the play.
And again, this is one of the things that I know a lot of teams do, but the quarterback, Larson, runs to the side to get the play sometimes and then out. As a coach, it always gives me palpitations because you get close to running down on the clock, but that's just me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Larson came to the sideline, got the play. Now he's back and has broken the huddle to the offense. Back in the gun again. Larson splits coming from the edge by Skyview. Picked up. Toss to Kai Passy, who goes down onto a knee. He'll pick up 3 from the tight end position on the short curl. 3rd down and 7.
First time we've heard Kai Passy tonight, but we will hear him quite a bit. He's one of Larson's favorite targets. With quite a wide receiver core there from Mountain Crest.
You know, a little bit of background by both teams coming into this. Mountain Crest was 3-0 until they went out to Ridgeline, lost that game against a very stellar Ridgeline Riverhawk team. Skyview had 2 close losses at the beginning of the season. They've kind of started to find their groove after beating Spanish Fork 2 weeks ago, and now we get a timeout by Mountain Crest to kind of go ahead and think about this. You talked about it, Coach, in the pregame show. This is the litmus test, really, for Mountain Crest. Both of these teams preseason picked to kind of jockey for that second position in Region 11.
Right.
Ridgeline, of course, being a heavy favorite. This is going to determine a lot of power rankings and RPI stuff tonight. And I love it. It's great.
It is. Yeah, this is big. Mountain Crest really has 2 huge games right in a row. Of course, Mountain Crest deals one at a time, but me being up here, I look forward. So they'll face Skyview, then next week they will host Stansbury. Both teams were picked preseason to be above Mountain Crest in the region.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 7 now for the Mustangs. They've had a very successful year so far. A little bit trying to get the stars out of their eyes after taking a licking in Millville last week. Skyview, complete opposite. 62-17 burying of the Bears out in Garland. Larson, empty set, in the gun, pressure, steps up to the pocket, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. Flag comes out, possibly in the area of holding. It will be a stoppage of time. And Mountain Crest does not convert unless this is going against the Bobcats, which I don't think it's going to be.
It looked like it was in the area of holding. I was watching the quarterbacks, so.
Well, this might be against Skyview.
Yeah.
They're marching it backwards against the Bobcats.
Yes. Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked like he was up near, I didn't see the face mask exactly. It did look like it was up near Larson's face, so, but who knows?
Mountain Crest gets bailed out.
They
did get sacked on that 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
Here they are now, 1st down and 10. Got to say, the offense has come a little bit more choppy for the Mustangs than Skyview has so far. Trips to the near side as Larson will get the snap. Look to his right immediately. Bubble screen to Egbert. Gets a block, but is brought down fairly quickly. A gain of 1. Screaming in to bring up the tackle is number 1, Cooper Karen.
And give it up to Cooper Karen, because that's how you have to tackle Egbert, is down low. You're not going to tackle him up high. He is going to run through you, but good, solid tackle.
Yes, Cooper is obviously stellar, and in the area as well, Zach Oxborough. There's a bajillion Oxboroughs on the team here. So Skyview's fielded an entire team of Oxboroughs. And I got to say, looking across the Skyview, sideline, seems as though there's a little bit less substantial amount of. We get a flag here. It's going to be an illegal substitution on the Mustangs. Carter Egbert.
They broke the huddle with one too many men.
Came out after the huddle's broken, so, 1 penalty in your favor, 1 against you if you're the Mustangs. Skyview finally saying, hey, let's get a break here.
Yep.
Pin our ears back. Larson's faced a little bit of pressure. What I was saying to finish my point is, Mountain Crest, you look on their sideline, substantial amount of reserves that you're seeing at least dressed right now. Skyview does not seem to have as many kids on my roster, nor on the sideline over there.
No, I was noticing that during the national anthem as well.
2nd down and 14 for the Mustangs. Motion short from the far side across, and they're going to orbit motion him to the far side. Back up the middle is Carter Egbert. Splits 2 defenders, lowers his shoulder, lays the hammer, and picks up the original line of scrimmage +2. 3rd down and 8 coming up next.
Another big 3rd down here by Mountain Crest and Skyview. Skyview defense doing an amazing job too. I was really thinking this might be a defensive game. And right now it's kind of showing that way. Even though Skyview drove the field, Mountain Crest defense did not give up points.
Bend don't break right now. Skyview bailed out the Mustangs last time on 3rd and long. Can they do it here? 3 down linemen. Pressure off the stunt. Larson has to step to his left, has a man open, and is caught by Clemens across the 50 into Skyview territory.
Beautiful catch. That was a tough catch too, because he had to reach out, and I didn't catch the number for Skyview, but he had his hands in there. He was doing all he could to stop that.
And it looked like Oxborough was there on the coverage, but this time it is Clemens, the senior wide receiver, who comes across and is able to bring it in. Micah's listed at 6'1". I don't think so.
Have you ever known a high school kid to put his
I was truthful on mine.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Oh, my goodness. Here comes the short motion again from Muir. Handoff to Egbert this time. A seam upended and throwing his body forward for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up to the 42-yard line of Skyview. And, you know, Skyview and Mountain Crest have had some wonderful battles.
Gosh.
And, you know, look, I keep referencing back to it, but, you know, 2012. I remember watching, I believe that's the senior, no. It's close to the senior year, late years of Alex Caressa.
Yes.
And things like that. I think that was 2011. Here comes the out route, caught by the Mustangs. 1st down, out on the far side. Good connection from quarterback to McCray Crofts, Larson to Crofts for a 1st down.
Good throw. Again, Mountain Crest now using that, you know, taking what Skyview will give them kind of a deal.
Now
and, you know, you talk about battles. When I was in 8th grade, so this is right after we came over in the covered wagons.
On the Mayflower.
Yes. I went and watched Mountain Crest and Skyview play for the state championship up at Utah State University. That was an amazing game as well.
Larson, empty set, Bubbles looking, and the little screen faked on and then behind on the attempted pass, incomplete at the 26-yard line. That was Larson looking for his man, Cale Olson. You know, Cale was another one of those players that is dynamic. Skyview's got the shell look going on right now.
Right.
If you watch, they're dropping back into zone. They're not letting a whole lot happen. And Skyview's getting pressure with 3. What a huge advantage that is for the Skyview Bobcats to get pressure with 3 against this Mountain Crest offensive front of 5.
That is. And they have a big front 3. You know, you've played the 3-4. You know you have got to have a beast that knows, a la Mason Fiafia.
Right. Shout out.
To do that.
Here comes trips to the near side. Larson, pressure from both edges. Lish will look not open. Fumble. Ball is out at the 50. Fallen on by the Mustangs. Looks like a clear recovery, but that will be 3rd down and now very long. Blindside pressure.
Yep.
Double blitz on the outside.
Double blitz on the outside. Yes, Skyview is bringing a lot, which is amazing because they're still able to cover up with that many. Mountain Crest doing their best to hold back, but right now Skyview bringing one too many people for them to cover.
Well, you said, you know, I don't mean to say this, but Skyview is running a 3-3, which means that you have 5 DBs in the backfield, and Larson's looking, and there's just nowhere to go with the football.
Hasn't been anyone, no.
Larson, 3rd down and very long at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a QB designed run, screaming out to the left, and he'll be brought down from behind up to the 40. He gains 10. Larson gets back up and says, hey, I rolled over a body, but I don't think you're going to get the benefit of the doubt most of the time.
No, I don't think so on that one, no. So
4th down and 15 coming up for the Mustangs at the Skyview 40.
And as we know, anything over that 50-yard line, coach is going to usually go for. It looks like he is actually going to go for a punt on this one. Which I don't disagree with this. You're really struggling offensively. 14 yards is a lot.
14, 15 is a lot. You want to pin Skyview back at the 10. Let's see if Lishman, I think this is Lishman, punt high, will take a bounce, and it's going to be fielded at the 5. Skyview will take it out. Good return of about 9 by Skyview, so they get out from their own end zone. They'll take it at about the 15-yard line, and here comes the Skyview offense once again. Mountain Crest's offense comes up fruitless on their first attempt. Skyview was denied at the doorstep last time. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Great game, Coach. I'm loving it.
Yes, it is. I love it. I'm a defensive coach, so I'm loving it. It'll be interesting to see now that Skyview has the entire field to drive, and Mountain Crest's defense has got a little bit used to what they're running this quick. We'll see if Mountain Crest can do a little bit better job slowing down the Bobcats.
Clark, send motion across his face. That's Oxborough. Bubble screen to Oxborough. Good blocking. He's got a lot of room. He isn't touched until he reaches at least the 6-yard gain. He'll get 7. And that's a lot of space on the outside that the Mountain Crest Mustangs are giving up to Skyview. We saw this, what the Mustangs did against Uinta. This is what Skyview's doing now. They are taking the short bubbles, the short intermediate stuff, and they're going to drive the field. 2nd down and 3. Backing off again in coverage. Clark looks to the near sideline where Trips is located. Now Alder sends in a new play. Clark is going to walk on over, and we're going to get another timeout by Skyview. No, it's the end of the first quarter. Excuse me.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Wow, we are
fast.
screaming through
That was
this.
a fast. Was it the Logan game where we had a quarter that lasted 2.5 days? I think is what that one lasted.
Well, that was the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Les Olson IT. 0-0 is your reading on the scoreboard here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fam. Broadcast streaming on CashValleyDaily.com.
For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
This is Josh Watts at Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Welcome back here to Lynn R. Miller Field. Mountain Crest and Skyview in a little bit of a defensive battle, each squad having had one offensive possession at this point. 2nd down and 2 from the near side hash. This is at the 22-yard line. Clark, bubble screen again. So much room to work with as he finds his man easily for the first down up to the 30-yard line. That was number 11, Lincoln Ballard. And Coach, you got to be a little bit concerned about how much space the Mustangs are giving up on the outside on those bubble screens.
Yes, they're giving up a lot of space on that side, but you know the reason that you're doing that is that you're still afraid of them stretching the field,
which Skyview can do.
Skyview can do. That's part of the reason that works so well.
Tight trips. Sparrow will go out in motion to the near side, and it will be a bubble out to Sparrow. Catches it at the 25. He'll fall forward for a gain of 2. A lot of space, and Coach Alder, you know. We talked about his time at Ben Lomond. We talked about his time at Standisbury a little bit.
Yep.
And my personal favorite he was my sophomore JV coach here back in 2012.
In 2012.
Yeah, like
here,
around that point,
right.
2013, 2012.
You're so old.
Stop.
2012.
Stop.
Holy
Here comes
goodness.
Twins to the near side, handoff to Sparrow, breaks the tackle, goes up to the 2nd level, and Mountain Crest is there to meet him. But, man, a gain of about 7 on the play.
And usually Mountain Crest does a very good job stopping that run, but tonight Skyview is getting a lot of push.
3rd down and 2 at the Skyview 38-yard line. Quickly to the line. Clark sends his men where they need to be. Trips to the far side, open side of the field. He'll send out the back in motion. Number 8, Collins. He'll look that way, and Collins has all day to catch it himself and squeeze across the timeline. Down the sideline he goes into Mountain Crest territory up to the 44-yard line of MC. There is a flag on the field back at the 43 of Skyview. We'll see what it is.
That's right in the area of a hold, but we'll see.
There was one engagement, a blocking engagement out on the far side, and really that was the only thing anywhere near Collins as he caught that, and Skyview's backing up.
Yeah. They're talking about it right now.
And it's, you know, Coach, I've already kind of hammered this, and death by 1,000 cuts. If you're getting the back in the flat and he's not getting touched until he's running 10 yards down the field, and Skyview looks as though that they're going to go ahead and move forward. They are going to pick up the flag, perhaps?
No, it's against Mountain Crest.
It looks like it is against MC. Interesting to note, because Skyview had backed all the way up. Now it's a personal foul against Mountain Crest. Not sure exactly what it was. I didn't see anything out there.
No, I didn't either.
I was actually kind of surprised about any penalty whatsoever, but they're going to take the Mustangs all the way back to the 28-yard line. And for the 2nd time on the night, Mountain Crest on their heels defensively. Clark trips to the short side to his left. He'll look that way immediately and now find his man on the short curl. Flag comes out at the end of the play in the backfield.
Yeah, right in the area of a hold, but we'll see.
That's where we said it last time, yeah.
Yeah, but
that was that completion was made. And the white hat threw it. Now he's waiting, and the ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line.
He's finally got their attention.
They're going to move it backwards here. Holding against the Bobcats. I think it was Oxborough who made the initial reception. Now what was basically a first down for the Bobcats turns into a first down and 20. Killer penalty there.
Yeah.
Mountain Crest is getting gashed on the short intermediate passes right now. Clark. Stacked twins to either side with Sparrow behind him. He'll get the snap, hand it off to Sparrow, who goes up the hole, and he'll get a minimal gain of 3 off the left side inside zone run. Second down and about 19.
A little bit better on Mountain Crest defensive line closing in on that, but I give it up to Skyview's offensive line. They have been doing an amazing job tonight.
This is a staple of Coach Alder. He loves to spread it out. He loves the no huddle. He loves the air raid, and Skyview does a very good job of it. Motion from across the face. Clark, handoff to the left side, this time to number 8, and that's Collins, and he will get a minimal gain of 2 as well. So 2 back-to-back good defensive stops relatively on the run. 9:33 left in the second quarter. Third down and long, and now you know that the pass is coming, Coach.
Yeah, you've got to know that. I mean, I have been wrong before, though, but...
Watch them hand this thing off. Clark in the gun. He's going to look over to Coach Alder, who surveys the defense, and it's kind of like having a quarterback in your ear. Yeah, Coach Alder is literally out on the field. He's looking at the Mountain Crest defense, how they're lined up, and now he's going to say, this is the play that you want.
This is the play that we want based on that.
5 seconds on the play clock. Clark's got to hurry it up here. 2, 1, gets the snap off, looks to his left to pass. Long shot, and it's perfectly caught all alone. Brought down inside the 5, and that play that Coach Alder wanted was the exact medicine that they needed. Inside the 5, Skyview knocking on the door again in the second quarter. Long toss, and I didn't even see who caught that.
I didn't either, no.
I want to say that might have been Cooper Karen. Here comes Clark on the bubble pass, and that is driven into the dirt. Nobody there. That was a predetermined throw, and it was well short.
Miscommunication there.
8:44, second down and goal from the 5. MC made the stand here last time. Can they trust the defense to do it again? It's not an easy thing to do. Clark. Motion across his face. This is Ballard. Handoff to Collins, weaving his way inside, gets about half the distance, and then is brought down. They'll bring him down to the 3. Third down and 3, or rather, third down and goal from the 3. Time is flying here in Hiram. Mountain Crest offense has only had 1 opportunity to have it, and we are under the 8.5-minute mark here in the second quarter.
Yes, it has been a very fast half so far.
Skyview has driven the length of the field.
Twice. Oh, well, not twice, because they got a really good kick on that first one. So
Clark rolling out to his right. He's got space, and he has a man wide open. Touchdown in the flat. Touchdown, Skyview. Number 11, Lincoln Ballard. 2 from Clark here at the 8:03 mark. Coach, what did you see on that play? First quarter.
Twice that Skyview has been able to just run somebody completely off of Mountain Crest defense and go uncovered. I will say Skyview got away with a hold on that last one on that tackle, pulling the DN down by the outside shoulder, but still, that was a good run by
PAT
Skyview.
Coming up here by Carlson. Kick is down and up, and it is good. Skyview leads the Mustangs with 8:03 left in the second quarter. PAT is good. We'll take the timeout, bring you back here at Lynn R. Miller Field right after this on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fan.
On the street to present day all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
Back here in Hiram, Linn-R Miller Field, Skyview gets first blood. It's in the second quarter on a 3-yard touchdown toss in the flat, designed rollout from Clark. He finds Ballard, who was, frankly, streaking naked. He was all alone, nobody anywhere near him. Here's Carlson with a long kick into the end zone. It will be a touchback, and Mountain Crest will start from their own side of the field.
Couple quick
at the 20.
updates.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ridgeline 20, Tooele 0. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Green Canyon 35, Desert Peak 0. So.
There's their update around the region. Mountain Crest trying to get their first region win. Skyview's already got one under their belt on a win against Bear River. Now the Mountain Crest offense for the first time since last week is going to go to the field down.
Yep.
And trying to come back into this. 4 down linemen for Skyview. Motion on the orbit from Muir. Larson will take it himself, follow his blockers, and fall forward for a gain of about 4 on the QB keeper.
And Mountain Crest does like to run that. Larson is a good runner. I believe he's right up there, if not Mountain Crest leading rusher.
He's close, and it's been running back by committee, but I think you are right. Larson does lead the team in terms of rushing, and I probably get that in just a second. 249 yards on the season. He does lead. Here comes the quick toss to Kai Passy on the curl, and he'll be close. It will be enough for a first down across the Mountain Crest 30. So good run and pressure. And here comes the Mountain Crest offense.
I think the biggest thing for Mountain Crest right now is not to shoot themselves in the foot in getting a sack, penalty, positive yards, and just keep moving the ball.
Got to play a clean game here. Skyview has really shown a little bit more of an aggressive coverage look. Here comes that double outside pressure again, and here's that bubble screen. Forced Larson to throw it quicker than he wanted to, and it will go incomplete over the head of Micah Clemens.
He didn't have as much time as he wanted to. Like you said, it was an errant throw on that. There's been a couple times you and I have talked about how slow that has come out, and it's ended up really hurting his wide receivers. On something like that, it's got to be real quick.
It does, and it was in his defense. It was quick, just not accurate on that one. Trips to the far side for Larson with an offset back to his left. Larson gets the snap. Pressure from 4. Finding in the middle, I think this is Kai Passy again, and that will be a gain of about 6. 3rd down and 4, a manageable 4. And Kai has found a little bit of that sweet spot in those zones. Skyview, I don't think, has ran anything but an aggressive zone look tonight.
No, they have not gone man yet. And then they are doing a good job of alternating which corner they're bringing off some more pressure on the quarterback.
Skyview's defensive backs are no deeper than about 10 yards. They are very close to the line here. Cover 2 look shown, and the no-look pass by Larson to Clemens. It's up and to the 48-yard line. Coach, that was
pretty.
Little Mahomey, if you ask me.
Yes, it was. That was pretty pass. So when you're running against a zone like this, your slants, your quick outs, that's where your bread and butter is. Finding those holes in between the zones. And if Mountain Crest can keep doing that, it's going to force Skyview to change that.
And another pass look here. Larson got to get out of the pocket quickly. His timer goes off, and he falls forward for a gain of 3. And you're right, that internal timer went off. He got pressure, got pushed up into the pocket, and he says, all right, I'm going to tuck it. There was only a 2-man route down the field. One by Cale Olson, the other one by Micah Clemens. And Larson says, I'm just going to take it myself. 2nd down and 7 into plus territory. Skyview 49.
And, a good quarterback's going to be able to find lanes when that happens. It's you don't want to do that if you can avoid it, though.
2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Pointing out the blitz is Larson. Backing off and coming the other way is the Bobcats. And Skyview is able to round up Larson and bring him down with a rush of about 4, and that will be a loss of about 11. Third down and 15, 16, 17 coming up for the Mustangs.
Mountain Crest's offensive line has got to step up a little bit. They are a sieve at this moment. They have got to start picking up those guys. It's very simple. In to out. I mean, it's simple for me to say.
Yeah,
in to out.
Just do it.
In to out. You guys know the routine.
Third down and 17 at their own 40-yard line now. A stoppage of play, and Skyview will take the timeout. I don't know if they like their defensive look or what.
I know they didn't take a timeout. One of their players. It was either
knee pad,
it was
something.
Equipment, it was blood. They made him leave.
Okay, it looked like a stoppage of play here, and overloading the right side is Skyview. Larson in the middle, and it's dropped. Interception, I mean right into the breadbasket of number 57, all the way. Mason Marchant had a pick six written all over that, and here comes the punt unit for the Mustangs. And just like that, one penalty, one bad sack, and you are just in a hole.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the thing right there.
Ballard set to return for Skyview. Lishman, high punt, not very deep, however, fair catch. Caught, and he muffs the punt. Ball is on the ground, and the Mustangs
Mountain Crest has the ball.
Has it at the 20. A gift from the heavens, literally, for Mountain Crest as they fall on top of it. And I didn't see who that was.
I didn't either.
I think it was Brock Hunter.
I think it was.
He's getting the high fives off the sideline. Brock Hunter in the area. It was muffed on the punt by Lincoln Ballard at the 21-yard line, and an absolute gift from heaven for the Mustangs.
And it really has that feel, this game, at least so far, where it's both defenses are stingy, that it's something like this could really make a big difference in the game.
Absolutely.
If Mountain Crest can capitalize on it.
Huge. Near the red zone is the Mustangs, and they're going to give it off to Carter Egbert, and this time Egbert is really not going to have much of anywhere to go. Gets a little bit of a push from a lineman, and they're going to say he gained one. And I like the idea of going back to the run a little bit. You have to play a balanced attack here.
Yeah.
That last offensive, possession, really, for Mountain Crest, and technically it never stopped. Pass, 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 pass. Of course you're going to be sitting back and waiting for it. If you're the Bobcats, you have to be honest in your offensive play calling.
Yep. And it with Mountain Crest's offense right now, it's execution. You got to get your blocks. You got to catch the ball.
Larson looking left, and it is incomplete, splitting two different wide receivers intended for Clemens and Muir in the area. Third down and 8 coming up for the Mustangs.
Again, Mountain Crest offense struggling out here to get going.
3 minutes left remaining before halftime. Clock slows down when Mountain Crest has it, and it's on an accelerant when Skyview has it.
Yeah, with that quick.
Update here, Ridgeline up 27-0 over Tooele at the start of the second quarter. Larson and company with trips to the near side. Look for Kai Passy in the middle. Backing off, four-man pressure, and they're going to run Larson to see if he can get up the middle, and he does, up to the 10. Now he's still on his feet and pushed forward inside the 5.
Wow, that was a really good run, and you know what? We were just talking about do your job, get your blocks, and that time Mountain Crest offense did that. They were able to pick up their blocks, and Larson was able to get in there.
Quickly to the line. Here's Mountain Crest. Too many people on the field. There should have been a flag. 110%. There's a defensive player on the hash. And you have to call it.
You have to call that. He did not get off the field. Skyview had too many men on the field, and they did not call that.
And Coach Visser's letting the official know about it.
Yeah, that was totally on that sideline judge. He did not call that, and he was not over.
That's why the snap came so quickly. And
that's terrible.
Tough break. I mean, it happened truly right in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, it was right in front of your face, and you don't call that. That's
second
crazy.
Second down and goal now from the 22. Awful stuff and a tough break. I mean, either way, the snap goes over the head of Larson. Bad execution by Mountain Crest, but it should have been a penalty. Outside, 5-yard out on the quick out intended for Kai Passy. Broken up and batted down at the line of scrimmage. and number 55, and we get a stoppage of play.
And they should put another at least 5 seconds on the clock.
And I'm assuming this is a timeout by Mountain Crest.
Yeah. If Mountain Crest had such a great opportunity there.
They did.
And they muffed the snap, which is bad. And then the referees completely missed the too many men on the field.
Double whammy.
Double whammy for Mountain Crest.
Tough break. And they are going to put a little bit more time on the clock here. I think they're asking for 2:03. And, considering in Logan, Coach Visser made a lot bigger beef. I mean, I was going to assume that he's going to go out there and say, why?
Yeah, why
are we
you
not
didn't
getting
catch
that penalty? I don't know. Oh, man. And they're trying to get the clock 2:03.
2:03 on the clock. Someone yells from across the mic.
No kidding. I'm like, you're on air.
I know. It was a joke because everybody was yelling.
Okay, well, we get an extended timeout. Let's take a break here.
Let's take a break.
And, come back right after this here on 107.7 KLZX. Mountain Crest, third down and goal from the 22 after a massive blunder right here in the late goings of the second quarter.
They believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle Irrigation.
All right, welcome back to the sports broadcast booth. Mountain Crest third down and goal from the 22 of Skyview. Overloading to the right-hand side is the defensive line of the Bobcats. Motion from Muir. Short and then back out. Larson's going to drop back to pass. Good time. He's going to go across the middle. He's got a man open, and it's overthrown.
Just overthrown.
Muir all alone in the middle. Too high, open look. Huge gap, and no dice. And is Coach Visser going to leave the offense out here? Do you feel comfortable kicking it from this far? It would be
I don't know.
It'd be about a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 39-yard field goal, but oh man, that you got to look back. Missed opportunity.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I call it 3 missed opportunities on this drive. That just really hurt Mountain Crest.
All right, here's the Mustangs on 4th and goal from the 22 again. And now we get Coach Visser to take a timeout to get a look of what the Bobcats were going to present. That last throw, I mean, right where it needed to be generally, but it was just over the outstretched arms of Muir. He got turned around and dropped it right in between the S and the T of Mustangs in the end zone.
It's so close. So close, yeah. And again, that's several opportunities by Mountain Crest. And then you got to think about the fact, too, if you don't complete on this,
you're leaving 2 minutes to Skyview.
You're leaving 2 minutes and giving Skyview the opportunity to run the field, because you really don't want to go in 2 scores down.
No, you don't. Mountain Crest comes out, so they have the drawn-up play. They're going to put Micah Clemens on an island on the open side of the field.
I like that.
I like it too. We'll see if he gets any help in coverage. They are going to leave him. The safety's kind of peeking over that way. Your pre-snap look right now is to see if Micah can get open, and Larson's going to look left away from Micah. He's got pressure, and he's going to roll back to the right. He's got time. He can set his feet if he wants to.
Go back.
Across the body. No, incomplete. Good coverage by the Bobcats, intended for Cale Olson. Larson tried to go and throw across his body.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, time was there, but turnover on downs for the Mustangs on that one. Second turnover on downs. That was only Mountain Crest's second offensive opportunity of the game.
Of the game, yeah.
And it comes up goose egg. Yeah. 1:45 remaining here in the second quarter. More than enough time for Skyview.
And if I know Alder And I know Skyview, they're going to come out and just chip away. They're not going to throw it down the field.
Not yet.
They're going to chip it. They're going to do short passes, runs. They're going to just chip away at Mountain Crest underneath until.
Clark comes out for Skyview, trips to the far side. Motion from Sparrow to the near short side of the field. Quick step in throw, and it's right past the helmet, incomplete, of Zach Oxborough, who wasn't expecting it. It could have gone into the breadbasket of a Mustang if there was heads up, but alas, incomplete.
I'm impressed with Skyview's quarterback. He is a
very tall
quarterback, very lanky, and he's got a really good arm on him.
Yes, he does. Jack Clark threw for 7 touchdown passes last week against Bear River, only has 4 interceptions to his name, doesn't rush the ball a whole lot, but he's got 87 yards rushing on the season. And here's a second incomplete pass intended for his man Cooper Karen on the left-hand side, working the hash on the comeback. Incomplete. Third down now.
Third and 10. Now you wonder about Mountain Crest getting the ball back with time.
Possibly.
So, if Mountain Crest can get another stop here, they may get the ball back with some time.
Egbert showing the A-gap blitz. Clark looks over to the far side, and last time Coach Alder was able to take a good look at the defense of Mountain Crest. He came up with a doctor's prescription on what they should do, and it gained them 40 yards. This time he's going to call in another play. Clark looking, and he's got 4 seconds to snap the ball. Got to be quick. 2-1, and they get it off just in time. Egbert on the blitz, across, and it's intercepted at the 35-yard line. Here comes Mountain Crest, spinning inside, still on his feet, falling down at the 26. That is number 17, Santiago Huerta, for your MC pick.
Puma Huerta. And he has been a big part of this Mountain Crest defense this year. Him and Egbert are just the linchpins for this defense. And that was the first time in that whole series, and it was that whole series, that Skyview's quarterback was really kind of off on his pass.
Timing seemed off. Everything seemed a little bit weird. Mountain Crest has 89 seconds now before the end of the half to get into the end zone. They had the muffed punt gift.
Yes.
They gave it away again.
They gave it away.
Now can they come away with some type of points of sorts to go into half? Larson, double blitz. They're going to run Larson to himself. Good pressure by Skyview, and they're not going to let him go anywhere. A loss of 2. Got to get to the line quickly. Visser calling in the play.
I would love to see a reverse off of that.
That's a good play. That's a good wrinkle.
It is a good wrinkle on that, but
Mountain Crest not used to having to square up and be quick with it. About 30 seconds taken off the clock right there on that one play. 60 seconds remaining. Larson looks, takes his time still. Now the snap comes. Pressure off the edges once again. Larson on the out. Incomplete. Intended for Kai Passy. 3rd down and 12.
Both quarterbacks, I mean, I hate to say this, both quarterbacks tonight uncharacteristically inaccurate. Both of these are really good, accurate quarterbacks, but both are off a little bit in this first half.
Well, I'll say that Larson's looked a little bit off. Apart from the last possession, Clark's been surgical for the last 2 times.
That last one, he was definitely off. But yeah.
All right, 3rd down and 12 from the 27-yard line of Skyview. Snap looking. It's going to be the quick out, grabbed by Clemens, who steps out of bounds to make it a tad more manageable. 47 seconds, clock stops, and now Mountain Crest has got to come up with another play.
A 4th
right
down.
In the exact same spot where they were last time.
Yep, they do. And if you're Mountain Crest, it's pretty imperative to come out with some points, but I don't know.
They're going to elect to not. I mean, last time they kept the kicker on the sideline. They're going to take the offense here on 3rd down or 4th down and 7 on the near hash. Blitz from Skyview. Larson bails out of the pocket right. Pressure. Got to throw it. Hopping in the end zone. No! Over the outstretched arms of Kai Passy. Overthrew 6'5" in the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
And give it up to Larson, though. He had 250 pounds coming right into his face.
Yes,
so the fact that he was able to get that off at all was great. But now it's been a very interesting first half.
Tough one for sure. Now I think that Coach Alder will send out his unit, and I would expect a run up the middle and to see it to go into halftime. They'll go up one possession. And as I say that, watch them throw a freaking bomb or something like that. No, they're going to get down.
They have somebody on isolation on that outside.
Here we go. And it will be a handoff to Sparrow up the middle. He'll get a moderate gain of about 4. And they can run the clock out, and I think that will be it for Skyview.
Now, Mountain Crest does get the ball the second half. They deferred.
That they did. Clark's going to hop up to the line. They're not going to run out the clock here. They'll get one more play off. Bubble screen out. Good blocking from the far side. Incredible blocking, and he'll go out of bounds with 8 seconds left. Whoever that slot receiver was, and I want to give him his flowers. Grayson Bone, the tight end. I mean, just ate up a Mountain Crest defender.
Good blocking on that outside, and that's what you need with those outside swing passes.
I think Coach Alder has another timeout in his back pocket. I think he has one more, so if he gets something down the field, he'll probably take his timeout. There we go. We'll get you updates from around the region as well. Mountain Crest, unless something crazy happens, is going to be held scoreless here in the first half. Skyview with trips to the near side. Clark will look to pass one-on-one on the out, and it is caught inbounds with 4 seconds after a gain of 9. That was Zach Oxborough. Great comeback. That was on a rope, too, from Clark.
Yeah, it was.
4 seconds remaining.
And I have no idea how good their kicker is, but you want to keep them out of field goal range.
I don't think you have anything really to do with 4 seconds left.
That's true.
And I think that Coach Alder's going to spend his final time out here and come up with something to throw it down the field. I don't know.
I had visions of the Boise State hook and ladder kind of thing going on.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, but you know, Alder, knowing Alder, he's got something in his hat for that. But like you say, you had opportunity to be coached by Alder.
Yeah, Coach Alder was,
he lived like a block from me in Nibley for quite a while. I got to know him pretty good. He's a very solid coach, and so
well, the ball is spotted at the Skyview 46-yard line, so we're near midfield, but still it's going to be a heave and a half. It would take all the arm strength that I think Clark has to get it towards the goal line. Now, does he have time to even square up and throw it that far? That's another thing. Or are we just going to get a little bubble screen here on the right-hand side? They're going to roll Clark out to try and give him more time, and he is going to launch it near the goal line, high into the air, and it is dropped. Mountain Crest had an opportunity to run it back, and 2 Mustangs run into each other. It was number 12, Brady Muir, and number 1, Brock Hunter. And I think I've been mixing up Muir and Bradford a little bit tonight, but that was Brady Muir. We're going to go into halftime. Skyview up 7-0 in a low-scoring game tonight. I got to say, Coach, you said that it was going to be defensive. I didn't want to call you a liar, but I was a little bit doubtful. But offensively, it's been a little bit tougher for both teams, particularly for Mountain Crest, who have not been able to reach pay dirt.
Right.
Skyview goes up 7-0. The only score on the night was a 3-yard touchdown pass on the second offensive possession by Skyview from Clark to Ballard. That is what we'll go into the halftime meeting with. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening here on 107.7 KLZX. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with the halftime show brought to you by Lana Powell State Farm. From quotes to claims, Lana's office makes insurance easy. Straightforward advice, flexible options, and a friendly team who's just a call away. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com. Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local Cal Ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com. Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Well, we welcome you back here to Lynn R. Miller Field for the halftime show today. A little bit of a quick blip before we dip back into our wonderful sponsors. Skyview and Mountain Crest sponsors here tonight, and we are proud to be able to present to you the high school football around the valley. Here here on CashValleyDaily.com. We're just going to give you a little bit of a quick blip. What we saw here in the first half was a Skyview offense that looked, very poised, very sharp. They drove the field really twice with the aid of some special teams on that first opening drive, and they're able to find pay dirt once. They looked a little bit sharper than Mountain Crest offensively at this point.
Yes.
Mountain Crest has really had to fight for what they've gotten. They've had a couple of opportunities. They've had a pick in plus territory. Mm-hmm. They've had a muffed punt inside the red zone of Skyview, but have come away with no points, Coach. Those type of things are going to come back and really hurt you in these region games. Is there anything else that you can say to these kids apart from let's get our assignments, get back to basics? What would you say?
Yeah, no, you got to tell these kids, I think in there, hey, we've got to pick up these blocks, guys. We got to. This is not, if I'm going to be honest, this is not even the team that I watched play Ridgeline last week as Mountain Crest. They're rougher than they were versus Ridgeline, which, no offense to Skyview, Ridgeline is an amazing team. And, but yeah, it just feels off. It feels off, and I think right now Mountain Crest is lucky to be only down by 7 at this point.
I would say so.
But starting this second half, they're going to get the ball. They have got to get down and get some points, or this could be a long night for Mountain Crest.
And one thing that I think would help Mountain Crest exponentially here is I don't have the stats off the top of my head. I wish I did, but I want to say that your play selection right now, and maybe it's what Skyview's given, maybe it's not. You have to balance this out. I think combined runs, if you take Larson's designed runs out of it, I think you've only handed the ball off, 5 times in the first half. You have to be balanced. You have to give it to Carter Egbert. You have to give it. Puma hasn't had the ball. No one else has had the ball as a design runner, and maybe that's just because we want to be able to figure it out. But right now, Skyview's sitting back in zone.
Yeah.
And they're not letting a whole lot past them.
No.
And I think you can really get something going by earning the run here. I think that's one thing that Mountain Crest could possibly do. For Skyview, really just kind of continuing to put the gas on the pedal. I think that their quick offense, their no-huddle offense has been good. The outside corners, those flat zone areas, those bubble screens have been working out great. I would come back out in the second half if I'm Coach Alder and say, okay, how are you going to stop it? Because you didn't in the first half.
Right. I'm going to come out and just do that again until Mountain Crest is able to stop that in the flats. But, I think that I was talking to our friend here from
the Valley Channel.
The Valley Channel, who does keep stats. He's amazing. Mountain Crest is actually in negative running yards because of that.
Sacks.
The 2 sacks that Mountain Crest has got. One was huge.
Yep.
And there's just been some things that have happened that have not. To be quite honest, Mountain Crest has gotten opportunities they have not capitalized, and they've got to do that.
Absolutely. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back to you before the start of our second half. Skyview leads 7-0 in a little bit of a defensive battle here in this one. It's been fun so far. We'll see which team makes our adjustments at halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the halftime show, brought to you in part by Tyson Luthi State Farm, your local expert for everything insurance. We'll keep an eye out for our Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game in the second half. We've got 1 touchdown already. Did we get another one? We'll see and find out. We'll be back here on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fan.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
The Mountain Crest Boosters encourage you to support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today.
All right, welcome back here to Hiram, Utah. It is Skyview, Mountain Crest taking each other on here in this one so far. It's been Skyview edging out the Mustangs just a little bit. They're up 7-0 here at the start of the second half. Looking for some type of big play. Really, capitalization with scoring is something that the Mountain Crest Mustangs are looking for in any sense of the word. Stat from our friends at the Valley Channel, Mountain Crest does hold a negative rushing yard total in the first half, and I think that is an example of maybe why the half has kind of gone the way that it has. You know, obviously, you kind of roll with the punches in terms of like, okay, Skyview's offering this, or my opponent's offering this, I'm going to take this. Is there ever an instance, I'm making commentary, is there ever an instance where you have 4 or 5 traditional rushes in the first half?
No, not
I don't
generally
think so.
speaking. Unless you've seen something on the film that you say, well, this we can take advantage of. One of the things, and I harp on this a lot, I have over the years harped on this, from an offensive play calling position, you have a play, but that play should really branch out into other plays. What I've seen from Mountain Crest is it's felt choppy. It's not flowing at all from one play to another play. This is open, we're going to go. It is just choppy. There's no consistency. And like you say, it starts with the fact that we don't, other than Larson, we just don't have many runs tonight.
All right, well, here's Skyview. Mountain Crest is elected to defer. They will take it in the second half. The boot off of the foot of Jace Carlson will go high. It could have been returnable, but Mountain Crest lets it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll take it up at the 20-yard line. That's the really interesting thing about high school football. So the touchback rule is that, hey, we're going to take it off at the 20. NFL and collegiate is way farther ahead. A touchback in the NFL, you take it at the 35.
Yeah, the 35.
Now, it's kind of crazy. That's a 15-yard difference, and maybe that's like a huge. It's a big deal.
It is. It's huge. A big deal. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
And I think it's supposed to incentivize you to take it out, try and run here a little bit more. So, I don't know. Here's Larson in the empty set, trips to the right-hand side, and it will be a designed run up the middle. And he'll bounce off of one tackle, and the ball comes out, and the ball's still slippery, 20-yard line, and Skyview recovers it.
Which is exactly the opposite of what you want at this Mountain Crest.
Oh, man, you could not ask for a better
start for
Skyview. And Larson had a good run, had about 8 yards, and didn't tuck the ball quite into his chest. It gets popped out. Skyview takes it at the 20. Tough break here for the Mustangs at home.
Yep, giving Skyview once again a short field.
So that deferred coin toss win means nothing, if not even worse, because you're giving it at the 20 of your own.
Yeah.
Your own 20-yard line.
Yep, you're pinning the defense back. It's up to Mountain Crest defense now.
They've been asked a lot for this, and Skyview, 448 yards of total offense last week. Clark will send the motion across his face. They'll hand it off to Sparrow in the middle, and he's had a lot of success tonight running the ball. He'll get a moderate gain of 3 on the inside zone. But it does seem as though that Skyview has been a little bit more balanced. They've kind of added the runs into the playbook, more than anything.
Yeah.
Here they go again, 2nd down and 8, and the exact same play. Sparrow up the middle, and he gets past the initial line. We thought we brought him down for a loss. Instead, he gets all the way up to the 10-yard line for a 1st down and goal.
Yeah, it was a very good, run there for the first couple for Skyview. And again, they're just pounding the ball right now.
Here's Clark again, right side, handoff, same play. This time it's Collins, and he'll get a gain of about 2. Flag comes out late, and we'll see what this one's all about.
Hopefully it's not a frustration.
I didn't see anything too crazy. It was just kind of like thrown into the middle of all the mess. And our white hat, after having discussed with the sideline judge, is going to march it backwards.
And probably a hold, I think, then.
Might be. Personal foul.
Oh, face mask
against Skyview. So the offensive player gets up into the face mask of Mountain Crest, and that will move them back to the 23-yard line, and that's a slight, grace.
A little bit of an advantage for him, yeah.
Mountain Crest a little bit disjointed. Collins goes across the face of Clark. Bubble screen, and now the look up the middle. One-on-one coverage in the corner, and that is incomplete. And it's the right call. He didn't look for the ball.
He didn't turn and look.
Owen Isom is going to get called for the defensive pass interference. It was great coverage. All you had to do was just look back.
Just look behind, look back for the ball.
Nah, Mountain Crest faithful don't like it, but it is textbook face guarding, and it is a defensive pass interference call if it's what it is. And that's correct.
But is that that's not an automatic first down, is it? I don't remember in high school or not.
I don't know. We got so many rules.
That are
Regardless,
different.
it's going to be...
It's just 5 yards, huh? I thought it was an automatic 15. Okay, so he can only count by 5, so it's...
So I think it is a 15-yard penalty. They were situated around the 20. It's half the distance of the goal. It goes up to the 11, and it is an automatic first down for Skyview. Clark, bubble screen out of the right, incomplete. Egbert was in the area to make sure that Oliver Collins did not bring that one in. Second down and goal from the 12-yard line.
It feels like both teams, both offenses, at least since Skyview had 2 great opening drives that only came in with 7, both offenses have struggled, both shooting themselves in the foot and just miscues.
By both teams, absolutely. 10:52 left here in the third quarter. Skyview has been given a gift after the fumble by Larson. Clark, handoff, middle, nowhere to go. Carter Egbert says absolutely not and meets the running back in the A-gap. It's going to be a loss of maybe half a yard.
Egbert is just all over that field.
Yes, he is.
He has got a motor, that kid.
Third down and 13 for Skyview. They're taking a little bit more time with this one. Normally they're a lot more fast-paced. They have not yet picked up the tempo. Here's trips to the right side of Clark. Pistol as he sends Collins out in motion to the far side. All alone Collins is. He's going to come up the middle, and the crossing route is caught at the 5, brought down to the 4.
But it will be fourth and
down
4.
And 4. That's
on the goal.
I didn't see. And number 11, Lincoln Ballard on the catch. He was the one that was actually the recipient of the touchdown reception from Clark last time that Skyview was in the end zone, or rather in the red zone.
And Skyview is going to kick it. I think at this point, 3 points is a whole lot in this game.
Right. Jace Carlson, 6 PATs, and this is about a PAT here. Field goal, snap is down, kick is up, and it's blocked.
Ooh, no good.
I think there was a finger touched, and who else? The special teams man, Brock Hunter. Wow. Brock has been everywhere.
Brock has been everywhere. He's been really good.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's 2 huge goal line stops by Mountain Crest defense.
Absolutely.
To keep them in this game. If Mountain Crest can... What happened?
Someone shot off a little powder, something or other from the stands.
Oh, I know, but what I'm wondering is Mountain Crest has marched clear. Oh, I guess that's where it was kicked from?
No, I think that if you miss the field goal, I think you reset it at the 20.
Really?
I think in high school.
I've never heard of that.
That's
I'm no expert.
We'll find out. Well, the ball gets situated at the 20-yard line. They're going to give the sweep out of the far side, and it's initially bottled up. That is...
Oh, I hope he's okay. That was his leg twisted in a bad way.
Let's take a seat right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a timeout after a big hit in the backfield. I did not see who that individual was, but we will take the time. The sweep ends up taking a toll here. We will take the break, come back to you here on 107.7 KLZX and give you an update as to what happened.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
Well, number 20, Tanner Harris, I believe, was the one that was being helped off to the sideline after taking a large hit on the sweep. Here's Larson on the out play, and it is caught Getting back to the original line of scrimmage is Micah Clemens. It will be 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs, and that hit was a little bit of a scary one there for Tanner.
Yeah, your knee doesn't go that way.
No, and I think he did come up gimpy on his knee, but we're going to hope and keep an eye out for him. He was able to kind of gingerly put some weight on it.
Yeah.
Off to the sideline. He goes from the aid of the medical staff here at Mountain Crest. Mustangs, 3rd down and 10. Larson in the gun will drop back to pass, has a personal protector, and he's going to launch the long out, and it is caught by Micah Clemens. Huge toss from one side of the field to the other, and we have a gimpy lineman for the Mustangs. Number 75 now. Or excuse me, 76, I believe that's Noah Etsy. First down for Mountain Crest, though. That was from the far hash to the near sideline.
Yeah, and he was double covered. That was a really good catch.
It's been tough going that way. Here's the run up the middle for Egbert, and he's going to get stood up near the line. The lineman trying to help push him back, and he's going to get nowhere. You got to run that play. As much as you hate to see it, you have to keep it honest.
You have to be able to get it going, yeah. Yep.
Gain of 1 is what they'll say for Carter Egbert.
Hard fought one. There was a lot of Bobcats right there.
Just a little bit of an update. We're watching Tanner Harris kind of walk around the sideline under his own power. They're going to take a look at him on the table on the near side. They're actually looking at his ankle. Here's Larson. Inside, Passy gets past one man, he breaks a tackle. Up to the 45, a stiff arm to the 50, lowers his shoulder, and Kai Passy trying to put the team on his back. Points for the first down for Mountain Crest.
That very nice run by Kai. He's been a little bit quiet tonight. Had a few catches, but
first down for Mountain Crest across the 50 into Skyview territory, 7:24 in the 3rd.
This has been a hard-fought battle by both teams. Holy cow.
So.
It reminds me of a heavyweight fight, just going at each other.
Inside motion in the reset. Larson will scramble out to his left on the design run, and he will get a loss of 1. Trying to get Larson free on these runs.
Yeah.
And I know Larson is an athlete, but I just want to see somebody else do it just because I need to save him to do something else. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying that you have Carter Egbert. I haven't seen Puma line up in the backfield once tonight. I don't know if that's just a decision for, how the rotation has gone, but
I like if you run Larson on a draw, look like a pass, then a design draw, you're going to end up with a lot better lanes.
2nd down and 11. Blitz by Skyview. Larson trying to find the hole, and he does. Carter Egbert stretches his body forward for a gain of 11. And a first down for the Mustangs.
Some hard-fought yards there by Mountain Crest, but they are finally moving down the field. But it's in 10-yard chunks.
It's tough. It's hard fought. You're 100% right, Coach. It's hard fought, and you just hope that Mountain Crest can find a way. If you're a Mustang fan, you want them to find some pay dirt here. Take a shot to Micah on the near side, one-on-one. Larson looks. Clemens.
Ooh.
Close contact. Very simultaneous. The slant was there initially, but oh man, Micah's getting that one-on-one look.
Yeah,
you got to pull the trigger. You got to launch that one long. Now you're a little bit behind the sticks because everything's coming so tough.
Yeah, that's why I was about to say, Mountain Crest has been getting first downs, but it's on 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10.
Right.
Well, I would much rather see, grind it out and you have a 3rd and 3 or a 3rd and 4 or, something of that nature.
Well, you can order it all you want. The cook's not cooking it right now.
Right.
So Trips to the near side. Larson with an offset back to his left. Overload set. Look for the defensive line of Skyview. Here's Egbert with a good lane. This time he gets forward. And that's what you're looking for if you're the Mustangs. It was actually very fortunate because Skyview overloaded the right-hand side. Ended up being an inside zone look for Egbert on the left. A gain of, they're going to give him 7 on that run. 3rd down and 3. Same look. Egbert lowers the shoulder, gets to the second level, bullies his way inside the 25 up to the 21-yard line of Skyview. And here is a sustained drive for Mountain Crest.
Right, a sustained drive with some good runs.
Another run. This is Larson on the QB keeper. He doesn't get as much success as maybe Egbert did on the last one. He'll get 3. Clock will continue to run. Under 5:15 here in the third quarter. What a fun game. It's been low scoring, but it's been, you're on the edge of your seat. Something can happen at any point.
Right.
Absolutely, for either team, right?
Well, and as we were walking in tonight, you mentioned, you had not had the opportunity to call a game this year. We have not. That wasn't a blowout.
It's true.
You said, I would love to see a close game. Well,
there we go. Thank you. Glad that someone was listening. Larson with trips to the far side, ball on the left side hash, inside the 20. Look, the double move from Micah, adjusting, touchdown Mountain Crest. Wonderful play. Micah Clemens gets the bead and the toss on the one-on-one coverage, beats his man, number 34, Brent Carling, the junior. Huge stuff.
And I want to point out something. The corner, what was his name? Carling. He didn't do anything wrong on that.
Coverage.
It was a great coverage. And yet he's got that ability to reach out and get that ball.
It's very, very wonderful. The double move, he went on the inside slant, kind of like the post corner. Ball is up and good. And I didn't even give you a chance to say how important this PAT is because
it's big.
Oh my goodness. Here comes the Mustangs. They've tied it up at 7. We'll take the quick break, come back right after this on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fan.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
From day one, right down the...
Welcome back here to Lynn R. Miller Field. It's a tie ball game here in Hiram. 7-7 Mountain Crest Skyview. Looking for their next matchup here tonight. Here we go.
Mountain Crest kicking it off. Skyview will return.
Back at the 5, out to the far sideline. They got a big return in the first quarter, and this time just enough to get it across the 20-yard line is Skyview.
Now, I want to point something out. How lucky is Mountain Crest to be tied in this ball game? They came out, fumbled the ball, gave up a short field. Mountain Crest defense held, and then Mountain Crest offense finally able to drive the field and score.
Yep.
That was a big first half of the third quarter, I guess, for Mountain Crest.
Also, a big heads up, we have seen a good couple of sprints and jog outs from Tanner Harris. He's looking a little bit better here. Here comes the bubble pass to the right side, up the corner, and a good block up to the 31 for a gain of 7. Those bubble passes, man.
Yeah, Mountain
Crest is sitting back. They don't want to give up the big play, but you offer up a 7-yard, 8-yard toss. That's a connection with Lincoln Ballard. Clark with trips to the far side. They'll hand it off the middle and the jump cut to the left. Good close out and a good hit stick there in the middle by Carter Egbert, along with number 11, Neil Dewey. Haven't heard much from Dewey lately.
Dewey tonight, but
he was in the area. 3rd down and short. Big one here. Another handoff. It's tripping in the backfield. He's going to get close. It's going to be 4th down and 1. I think that was Sparrow. Adley Sparrow,
Oh,
the
they
junior.
call that a first.
They're not even close.
They're not even close. How did he call that a first?
Our White Hat was saying
Our White House was saying first, and
but
that's
the line
not.
judge is not even close.
There we go.
There we go. I was going to say.
That's a whole yard off.
The Mountain Crest sideline all had their arms above their head. They're like, wait a minute.
Wait.
And the punt unit is going to come out for Skyview.
And if I'm Mountain Crest, you watch the fake and you watch the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I am yelling if I'm the defensive. You might have to take a timeout if you're not prepped for it.
We haven't seen the punt unit from Skyview yet. Back to punt is Lincoln Ballard. Got to be careful for this one. Skyview kind of jogged out. A little bit interesting like, and it is a fake. You're 100.
There's a hold.
There we go.
Yeah, they finally called the hold.
Right
I can't believe they didn't.
Ballard is going to weave his way through a couple different lines of defense, but
it is going to come back.
Carter Egbert was full-on tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, he was. It was not even close. That was a bad tackle.
And you kind of felt like it was coming. Yeah, you kind of felt like it was coming too. The punt unit of Skyview kind of jogged out. You could feel the energy was a little bit different.
Yeah.
You could, read the tea leaves, and you're like, no, Coach Alder is not going to punt this on 4th down and 1. It's going to be a flag on the play, and they're going to call the hold. And they had to do it because Carter Egbert was
tackled.
Was going to be in the backfield and going to make the tackle. They're going to march Skyview backwards. Momentum shifting play here in this one. It would have been a first down off the 4th down fake for Ballard. Now the normal punter is going to come back for Skyview. It's listed as Peyton Palmer, the sophomore. 4th down and 11. Back to receive is Micah Clemens.
Fourth and 11. I wouldn't expect a fake on this one, but who knows?
At the 23-yard line of Skyview. Mountain Crest is going to go after it a little bit, almost gets it. Good punt. It's going to be fielded by Clemens. Up at the 45, it'll go out to the far sideline, turn the corner, and get back into the middle of the field. Reverse field, going to go up and through, weaving around a couple different Skyview players, and he was getting dangerous there up to the 45 of the Bobcats.
It was very wily of him. Whoa. Inadvertent Coke bottle fell on our awesome music.
We're getting a guitar riff in the middle of this. I don't even know what's going on.
My solo's not till later. What's going on?
The Diet Coke fell down. All right, 1st down and 10. Massive opportunity for the Mustangs here as they are in Skyview territory, tied 7-7 with 2:39 here in the 3rd quarter. Larson with his feet firmly planted at the 50-yard line, goes for the quick slant, finds Passy. No, excuse me. That is McCray Crofts for a gain of 3 on the quick slant.
We have not heard Olson's name called all night, which is kind of a surprise to me. I don't think he is injured.
No, Kale has 4 touchdowns on the year on 18 catches, 236 yards, but you're right, we haven't heard his name at all yet in this one. 2nd down and 7. Pressure from along the edge. Passy catching it in the flat on the near side, puts an arm into the defender and falls forward for a gain of 3 again. It will be 3rd down and about 4.
And
the tackles,
I like
Carling.
this so much better from the Mountain Crest perspective of they're chunking away at the 10, finding the holes in the defense. And I'm seeing a lot more confidence from that offense right now.
Right, a little bit more. It seems a little bit better. And again, armchair coach and quarterback coming into this, but you're in 4-down territory. Hand the ball off here to Carter Egbert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Make it a manageable something here. There's the handoff to Carter up the middle, and he will get up to about the 38. I thought he got farther up than that.
That's what I thought too, but no.
4th down and 3.
And like you say, it's 4-down territory for Mountain Crest.
Mountain Crest hurrying to the line again. 3 down linemen, 3 backers. Larson to pass, finds Passy, and he drops it. Huge call and a dropped pass from Passy at the 35. It would have been enough for a first down.
Yep.
Turnover. Back to Skyview. The plot like gravy thickens here in Hiram.
That is a good stop by Skyview's defense stepping up because Mountain Crest had been driving. So, again, this is such a good game.
Fantastic game.
By both teams are playing really well right now. It's fun to watch.
Mountain Crest trying to get some, revenge. Of course, they haven't beat Skyview since 2012. They also lost to Skyview in the second round of the playoffs last year.
Yep.
Clark sends his man out in motion, caught by Ballard, and this time the Mountain Crest defense is quicker on the draw. It will be a minimal gain of 11 on the quick out, the quick bubble by Lincoln Ballard.
Yeah, a lot better pursuit to the ball, which normally, like I said, other than tonight, Mountain Crest has done a better job on that outside of pursuing to the ball.
Clark gives it off the middle to Sparrow, I believe, for a gain of 1. 3rd down and 7 coming up. So first half very much in favor of Skyview momentum-wise. Right now, Mountain Crest seems to be the one that has it a little bit at this current point. Skyview trying to take it back with a couple of, first downs, of course. Clark is going to look over to the far sideline, and Coach Alder may want to run this down to the 4th quarter. Clark doesn't seem in too much of a hurry, but instead he is going to get it off. He's going to look to his right on the quick out, and it is caught. No, incomplete.
Yeah, it hit the ground.
Oh, man, making his case for it is Oxborough, but our far side line judge says that skipped off the ground. Incomplete, 4th down and 7. The 42 of Skyview, and out comes the punt unit for the 2nd time in a row. Oxborough thought he got underneath it.
Thought he got underneath it, but didn't. He trapped it. Again, Mountain Crest on the punt are a little discombobulated on punt return formation.
It's been a few times of whose responsibility is this out there?
Yeah, it's confusing, and that's scary.
Punt is off and high up in the air. It will be take a bounce and go out of bounds at the 31-yard line of Mountain Crest. 32 is where they'll mark it, actually. So the Mustangs will head back out on the field. They had a drive in the second half. Defense stands firm. And this is a dogfight going into the 4th quarter. We'll take the break. Come back to you right after this on 107.7 KLZX, 106.9 The Fan. Skyview, Mountain Crest, tied at 7 apiece.
All over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I'm Lana Powell, and my team and I are here to make insurance simple.
Because we live right here in your community.
And if the unexpected happens, you'll have neighbors you can count on.
Come see us at Lana Powell State Farm, here to help life go right.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
Welcome back to Lynn R. Miller Field, 7-7 apiece here. We'll get you an update from around the region. Quickly before Skyview comes on out. Bear River 7, Stansbury 37 at the half. Ridgeline 50 burger, Tooele Goose Egg at the half. Green Canyon 66, Desert Peak 0 at the half. Good gravy for the blowouts tonight.
Mm-hmm. We're the only fun game.
Larson looking down the sideline. Clemens had it in his hand, takes a shot into his ribs, and
he is hurt.
Does not feel very good whatsoever. He got blown up in the ribs against Uinta, and he took a shot there from the free safety. And that's what you're taught to do as a safety, and you make him pay for it. And, man, Micah's not feeling super great right now.
He may have gotten the wind knocked out of him, but I hope that's all.
We'll take the break here as Mountain Crest will huddle up as they tend to Micah Clemens at the 42-yard line of Skyview. 2nd down and 10 coming up. We'll take the breather. Don't go anywhere.
Support the businesses that support the Mustangs. Ascend Home Health and Hospice, Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Nursery, Hiram Chevron, Landmark Homes, Ridley, Circle B Irrigation, Members First Credit Union, Frazzle Fix. To join the Mountain Crest Boosters, contact the Mustang Athletic Department. Support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local Cal Ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to Great Basin.
Back here in Hiram, Micah Clemens is able to walk off the sideline under his own power, kind of gripping his midsection. He'll be tended to at the table. That'll be a big loss for the Mustangs as he is out of the game at this current point. Larson pumps left to his once, goes to his right, flips it out to Kai Passy, who turns up the field and gains about 5 on the dump-off pass from Larson on the far side. 3rd down and a medium 5 coming up.
That was a good pickup by Passy. It's a much more manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, he was the dump-off man. He was the final option. Larson found him on the flip toss. 7-all, 11-24 into the 4th quarter. Well, if you like a close game, I think we're the only one in region that has it tonight.
Yeah, we're the only ones that's got a good game out there.
11-15. Larson, 3rd down and 5. Trips to the near side. He's going to look that way immediately and launch it in the middle, and is caught by Cale Olson. Cale up to the 45, into Skyview territory, up to the 44. Good connection from Larson to Cale Olson. We get his name called.
We finally get his name called. I was wondering where he was. There he is. Because he is a big part of this wide receiver crew. And I realized I haven't heard his name.
Yeah. Well, Larson has 9 touchdown passes on the year. 4 of them are to Cale Olson, and that's his first reception of the game for a gain of about 15. Here's Muir, and he drops the pass at the 40-yard line.
Got to bring that one in. You got to catch that one.
Been 1 or 2 drops by the Mustangs. I say they haven't really been plagued by drops this year, but there's been 2 big ones the last 2 possessions, one by Kai Passy, one by Brady Muir.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 at the 44 of Skyview. Now, keeping in mind, Skyview attempted the field goal, and it was approximately a 20-yard field goal. It was kind of a chip shot field goal.
Yep.
At the beginning of the second half, and it was blocked by Hunter. Mountain Crest kind of saved themselves. Muir goes across the face, gets it out on the far side, gets the bubble, and that's what's been hurting Mountain Crest all night. This time they use it to their advantage, and they pick up about 6.
Again, setting up a 3rd and a little bit more manageable for Mountain Crest.
If you were really dying to know, Mount Ridgeline scored again 57-0 in the 3rd quarter.
The water boy was out there scoring now.
Oh, man. I need to watch that movie again.
I watched it the other day. So good movie.
It's so good.
So good.
It's so funny. Larson, blitz from Skyview on either side. Muir working through contact, muscles his way. Contested catch for a 1st down, and Mountain Crest continues to drive on this Skyview defense. Momentum, you're 100% right, has kind of shifted a little bit.
Well, and Mountain Crest is doing a good job now of finding those holes in their zone out here. So
trying to take a peek out if I see Micah Clemens. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, he's back on the field. Micah is on the field.
Is he?
Yes. So here's Larson, and here goes the double move for Micah, and he was just a little bit too slow.
Just a little bit
out
overthrown.
Of the break, and that was what got the touchdown last time for Mountain Crest, and this time it was open again.
Yep.
Just overthrown Micah Clemens.
Wow, and what a tough kid. He took a shot. I was really worried about him, but he is back out there.
9:27 here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10. That was the shot play that they were looking for. Oh, how big would that have been for the Mustangs? Instead, fortunate incompletion for the Bobcats.
For the Bobcats, yep.
7-all. You're just joining us here. 9:27 left in the 4th quarter here in Hiram. Middle hash. Motion from Egbert. Designed run from Larson. There it is. And the shoestring tackle in the middle by number 57, the linebacker Mason Marchant. Senior.
And again, they seem like the last few times Mountain Crest has been able to get 1st down on 3rd, but they get that that decent second down. It's a kind of a long 3 now, however.
Yeah, it was a shoot-string tackle from the middle linebacker. Larson had a lot more room to roam. Luckily, Marchant was able to bring him down for a 3rd down and 5. Trips to the near side. One-on-one coverage on the far side for Clemens. Jam look. Larson looking. Olsen with the connection and the incomplete. And Olsen doesn't give up a contest, doesn't argue it. And it's going to be 4th down for the Mustangs.
That's too bad he couldn't pull that one down, but he lost it there at the end, I guess. It's hard to see from up here, to be honest. A little bit,
yeah. Well, he was turned away from us. I thought he had brought it in, but no. Our umpire in the middle said, nope, touch the ground. And alas, we will move on to 4th down and 5. Too far for a field goal, too close for a punt at the 29-yard line of Skyview. Larson, twins to either side. Egbert goes up the middle. Pressure, Larson's gonna bail out. Here comes a flag in the area of holding. Larson gets the angle and the corner, and he goes up and through for the 1st down and even more. Oh, he steps out of bounds, but
it's coming back.
I think it's gonna be coming right back.
Unfortunately, it's right in the area of a hold, and that is too bad, but
we'll see.
That's going to make for a 4 and a ton, so you wonder if Mountain
4th
Crest
down and 15, and that would push him back all the way to the 40-yard line, and then you wonder if...
if you wouldn't just punt it at this point.
There,
but you know what? I don't know. I don't see them doing that here.
I don't either.
Just because I know Coach Visser and...
They're going to push it back to the 39.
Generally speaking, if you're on over the line, over the 50, he's like,
well, eat your heart out.
Eat my heart out.
Here comes the
changed
punt
my
unit.
mind. Here comes the punting.
We're going to ask Lishman to try and pin the Bobcats deep, and you don't have to kick it far.
No.
Sky this thing high up in the air, get your coverage unit down there. Lishman takes his time, launches it high. This will be a good punt if it can stay in bounds, and it will bounce into the end zone.
Not a bad punt, but just didn't get the right bounce.
Nope. So Skyview will come out and take it from the 20-yard line, and here comes the reversal of roles here in this one. 7-all, 8:23 left in this game. Coach, a little bit more in favor of Mountain Crest in the second half. Of course, the score, the blocked field goal, all notched up.
Yeah, all notched up. This is, you wanted a good, close game. You got it.
I did. I put it out there.
So far in this second half, Mountain Crest defense been able to smother the Bobcats offense.
Clark will back up a good ways and send Sparrow out in motion to the far side. Quick toss to the near side. Coming across and through on the wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 20, a gain of nothing. Clark finds Oxborough. Dewey, Isom, and Huerta in on the tackle.
Yep. Mountain Crest, their defense is not big, but they are really fast. That's where they rely on the speed.
Twins to either side. Clark, quick toss to the far side, trying to get the corner, and he does. Skyview ushered out of bounds, a gain of 5.
They get about 5 every time they throw that swing pass out there.
Lincoln Ballard. And this has been, those swing passes have been cooking long enough that I would imagine Coach Alder has that fake screen.
Right.
It's going. It's the wrinkle.
Going in there.
It's going to happen.
But Mountain Crest really hasn't bit on it yet, is
Not
what
quite.
So
here's Clark stepping up to the left. He's got a lane. Dewey chasing him down, and he will again be pushed out of bounds past the sticks for a first down. They've come few and far between for the Bobcats in the second half, but this time they're able to move the chains.
And a lot of times when you're stuck like that, just getting the lid off the bottle and getting that first down can feel really good when you're struggling.
Clark, you said it. He's tall. He's got a rocket for an arm. Not particularly fast.
Nope.
Larson, first down and 10. Offset Twins to the right. Clark stepping up. He's going to launch it long in the middle all alone, and it is almost intercepted by our man of the night, Brock Hunter.
Brock Hunter has been playing out of his mind. He has done such a good job from that backside. is, again, that speed to get in front. I apologize if I cut you off.
No, I was getting attacked by a fly.
They have been so bad today. I was in the garage working. I almost got carried away today. So
Goodness. 2nd down and 10. Looking over to Coach Alder for some type of solution. And that was the shot play in the middle, but Brock Hunter read it well. Was not fooled on it. Clark has felt pretty comfortable. Mountain Crest hasn't had a whole lot of pressure in the backfield. He's had time to throw, and they've been quick outs. Handoff to Sparrow. Stood up in the middle. Eaton.
Yeah, that was Mountain Crest doing a good job on the run now.
Yeah, Camden Atkinson meeting Sparrow right in the middle, giving up no ground. 3rd down and 10. Trips to the near side for Skyview. An open side of the field. 2 of those trips. Clark looking, pressure across the middle, and it is tipped and incomplete. If that wasn't tipped by the tight end, number 88, Jace Carlson, it was going straight into the breadbasket of a free safety for Mountain Crest.
It was. In a time of, for example, every other team tonight is in the 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
This is about the lowest scoring game I've seen in a very long time in Region 11.
Punt unit comes out for Skyview. Off the foot, high and in the middle. This will be bouncing and touched near the 40 and takes a roll by Skyview up to the 31-yard line.
So Mountain Crest will take over.
You can imagine that any points right now are going to be a mountain to climb for the opposing team.
Yeah.
I don't know what Brenton Lishman's... He made a field goal.
Yeah, he did.
In the Ridgeline game.
He made one in Logan as well, if I remember correctly.
I think so,
yeah.
Yep. So he's capable of doing it. Granted, it wasn't from very far out, but maybe you have that in your back pocket. I mean, even field goals at this time.
Yeah,
it reminds me a lot. You mentioned that it's been a long time for Region 11 to have such a low-scoring game. Back in 2015, Mountain Crest and Skyview met as undefeateds for the region championship, and that game, which boasted, here's the handoff to Egbert, bowling balling. Jason did a bowling ball.
He bowling balled all up there.
Yeah, up to the 40. I was going to say, in that 2015 matchup,
undefeated 5A teams.
5A teams bolstered the number 1 and the number 3 offenses in the state.
Right.
Via points per game. It ended 5-0.
5-0.
In Skyview. It kind of reminds me of what's going on here, maybe just a little bit less. There was no touchdowns in that game in 2015, only a safety and a field goal. Here's Egbert on a little bit more methodical run. And he's going to be close to the line to gain. And they will give it to him for a first down.
Yeah, I remember that year. I was on the coaching staff. You were in the secondary playing free safety, or were you free safety, or were you?
Yeah, I played free safety.
Yeah, you played free safety.
Except Rob Thomas benched me that game.
Versus Skyview? Oh, yeah, he did. That's right.
Yes, he did.
I remember that.
Yep. Thanks, Rob. Here we go. Pitch out. It's a double pass for Muir. He's going to look across. He's got Clemens in the middle. It is going to fall incomplete. Well covered by the Bobcats.
Was well covered. I mean, you got to pull out some stuff, but very well covered.
Muir half roll to the near side of the field set up, and Micah Clemens was blanketed in coverage. That's when you almost say, Brady, throw it out of bounds.
Or run it.
Yeah, or
run it, you know.
Reminds me of that NFL Films clip of, oh man, who was it? Anyway, it was intercepted by Ed Reed.
Yeah,
and they're like, don't throw it.
Don't throw it.
Run, Ed. 2nd down and 10. 4 down lineman for Skyview. Larson back to pass. Pump, dump off to the far side. Collected, running up the middle and launching his way forward is Kai Passy. Yep.
Kai Passy, yep.
For a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 up near the 50-yard line. And more like 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3. Again, a manageable 3rd down and 3.
Kai's going to come off with a little bit of a gimp. He's going to fall out the side. Larson to the near side, and it's going to be bottled up by Skyview. A gain of 1, a little bubble pass here intended and caught by Mason Bradford. Maybe you're thinking that was going to be a little bit more successful. Now 4th down and 2.
Skyview not ready. I would go if I was Mountain Crest.
Mountain Crest quickly to the line. They're going to show blitz on the far side. Skyview locked up 3 linemen, and now they're showing 3 blitzing linebackers. Larson, quick toss, and it's close.
I'm not sure how that was not pass interference. He was hit way before the ball got there. Skyview got away with one on that one.
It's pretty close.
Skyview got away with one. He hit him.
I think it was bang, but I think he was a little bit early.
He was early on that one.
And the defensive grind fest continues.
Yeah.
And you heard it from the Mountain Crest faithful below. They thought it was early too, but man, it was, again, it was bang, bang, but close. Real close. I didn't even see who was in the area. I was just watching.
I didn't see who the players were, no.
1st down and 10. Skyview taking it in probably their best field position that they've had in
a while.
Clark outside the numbers on the bubble. Lowering the shoulder is Collins. He gets a 1st down on that bubble. Again, close to it at least. He'll get 9 actually. Four minutes remaining in the 4th. It is crunch time now.
It is crunch time now.
In Mountain Crest territory. 2nd down and 1. Trips to the near side. Clark, handoff to Sparrow, up the middle. He
will be stopped short.
Carter Egbert does not allow it to go any further than the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. Sparrow on the carry. They'll move the ball up about 6 inches. Back in that running formation. They have an offset back behind the right tackle. Egbert showing the blitz. Alder calling in a new play. Far side wide receiver doesn't know what's going on. He's got his hands up. He doesn't know where he's going. Here's the handoff, and it's in the backfield. Carter Egbert. TFL for a loss of 2.
What a play by Carter Egbert to come flying through there. And he showed it beforehand, so they knew he was coming.
4th down and 3. And is this the punt unit for Skyview?
It is.
They don't want to give the ball back to Mountain Crest near the 50.
It's a short field.
It's like no man's land. Nobody wants to give the ball away now.
No.
2 hyper-aggressive coaches are being very conservative and kicking the ball away. 2:45 remaining here in this one. Punt formation for the Bobcats. Up into the arms and kicked high, and this one is going to be a good punt. Fair caught by Clemens at the 9.
What a defensive play by both teams on these last few.
Yeah, that was Brock Hunter, excuse me. So Mountain Crest with 2:31 has it to see if they can drive the field and get some points. And you know what I want to call, Coach?
What's that?
We've already done it twice, but I want to do it once more.
What's that?
You set up your rhythm to get things going. You don't have to do anything crazy, but you got to do the double move with Micah one more time.
Yeah, I think
you've had it open twice.
You've had it open twice, and you just missed him.
And this defense hasn't changed for Skyview.
No.
Here's Larson in an empty set, empty backfield. 3 to the right. He's going to run out of pressure and get brought down out of bounds for a gain of 3.
There's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game.
Yep. And they will stop the clock with 2:20. A Skyview player who is currently out of the field of play. They stop the clock. As they attend to him, we'll talk a little bit about how this game has gone. A touchdown in the early goings for Skyview. They drove the length of the field.
Yeah.
Fortunate, Mountain Crest couldn't capitalize on really anything.
No.
Now in the second half, Mountain Crest comes together with a drive of their own. They make a defensive stop, And they've had one capitalization drive of theirs. Skyview hasn't been able to get much going in the second half.
No, not in the second.
It's been a really interesting game.
It is. It just has the feel of one of these offenses is going to crack one off, a long one.
Yep.
It'll be who does it first.
Yep.
But yeah, I was thinking, before the game, going through everything, I was thinking very defensive game. I wasn't thinking 7-7 at the end of the fourth defensive game,
right.
But
Skyview, one-on-one. Larson, second down and 6 from the 14. Quick toss, pass, he has it. He's going to try and get out of bounds, and he'll be pushed. The clock will roll. Forward progression gets him up for a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, yep. And I don't think there's been any timeouts in this half, but I don't know that for sure. Just injury timeouts, but no.
Yes. Larson, handoff to Egbert. He's not going to get anywhere.
Get it.
4th down now.
They really needed that first down.
They did. And they were going to the hot hand, too.
Yeah.
You got to punt it.
You got to punt it. You cannot. You can't. You cannot give Skyview the ball
inside the 20.
Inside the 20 with 1:40 left. You've got to punt it and let your defense stop them.
Defense has been playing well tonight.
Defense has been playing very well tonight.
I would be floored.
I would be floored too. It would be rolling the dice in a game like this.
Brenton Lishman is nowhere near the discussion happening out on the far side. And now they're going to
call it. Yeah.
The right call.
The right call. The right call.
Oh, now you give the ball back to Skyview. Man, I hope John Newbold is enjoying this. He's probably sitting there with a bowl of popcorn.
He's on pins and needles right now.
1:44 left in the fourth, 7-7. Mountain Crest on the 4th down and 1 will punt from their own 19. Lishman, try and get as much mustard into this as possible. Snap is back. Lishman gets it off, almost blocked. Takes a fortunate bounce for the Mustangs as well. Oh no, and Isom picks it up before it rolls. You can hear everybody say no.
No. Let it roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there it is.
There it is. It's Mountain Crest's defense versus Skyview's offense.
So you pick, oh no. It's a teaching moment.
We're going to
have a conversation and film tomorrow, regardless of the outcome of this game.
When you
let it roll,
touch it.
Not only to burn time, but the momentum was going to carry that thing at least another 5 more yards.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yep.
This is one of those things that just kind of goes into the annals of this rivalry.
Yeah, it's a fortunate one. If Mountain Crest wins tonight, they tie the all-time series. Is that right? Is it 23-22?
Yeah, if Skyview wins, it's tied. The all-time series is tied.
1st down and 10. Clark sends a man in motion. That's Sparrow. He's going to look that way, and he finds him. It's been open all night. This time, good rally tackle, though. However, for a gain of just 2. Clock continues to run with 1:25 remaining. I don't think there has been any timeouts taken here.
I don't think so.
In the second half.
And Skyview is thinking just getting in field goal range
is enough.
It might be enough.
Trips to the near side. Clark looks that way all the time in the world, and that is broken up.
Nicely played.
Huerta in the
got
area
there just
to
as
break
the
it up
ball
from
did.
Collins. It's going to be a gain of about 12 in the middle of the field, and he hits it right there. 3rd down now, and it stops with 107. Oh my goodness, 71-0. Ridgeline against Tooele in the 4th quarter.
They're already dead.
Clark to throw, looks to his left, nowhere to go. Dewey trying to chase him down on the near side. Pressure as Carter Egbert comes in, and it is
out of bounds.
Caught. We'll
he
see.
is out of bounds.
Say that he
no
catches
way!
the
He
ball.
was a whole 5 yards out of bounds. He was a whole 5 yards out of bounds.
Well, the near side judge says he catches it at the 42.
That was not a catch. Oh my goodness. That was bad.
It's close.
Oh, he was nowhere near in bounds.
Clark hustles his offense to the line. Into Mountain Crest territory. Nothing you can do about it now. Motion on the far side from Collins. In the middle, Clark goes to run. He's going to be taken down from behind in a gain of 2. Clock stops with 50 seconds as we get a timeout from Skyview.
I don't know the rule in high school, but he was pushed out of bounds by 2 or 3 yards before he hit the ground. So I'm not sure what the ref was looking at there. Terrible call in a terrible part of the game.
Both teams will line up. It is Mountain Crest defense who have held fairly firm here in this second half against a Skyview offense that are sitting at the 41-yard line. And
I don't know how their kicker is, honestly.
Pretty reliable kicker. He's only made 3 field goals on the year, though.
I think they won one with a field goal earlier on in the year. So
Jace Carlson is a big kid with a big leg.
Yeah.
Accuracy rise? I don't know.
Don't know. If you're Mountain Crest, you cannot give them any more yards. That is for sure.
John, text me on what the percentage. He'll know.
Yeah, he'll
know. What's the kicking percentage, John? 2nd and 8. Carlson flips to the left-hand side, or excuse me, Clark, and he gets a lot of room. He's brought down inbounds, however, tackled by Brady Muir.
Whoever it is on Skyview's outside side there does an amazing job of blocking on those sweeps and on those screens.
I think it is Carlson who is the kicker.
I think Carlson, who does an amazing job with those blocks. He's done so well tonight.
Clark looking to throw in the middle, caught. It's going to be brought down inside the 30-yard line, and it will be a timeout by Skyview.
Which leaves them 1, if I'm not...
I think you're right.
Leaves
24
them 1.
ticks of the clock. We might have it come down to a field goal. Coach.
It might.
Who knows?
That would be crazy. This has been a crazy tough game. Both teams have played so well. I love it, especially the defenses. Mountain Crest defense played very stellar. The Bobcats defense have stopped when they needed to on Mountain Crest in the second half. It's going to come down there.
You got 24 seconds. You got a lot of time.
You got a lot of time.
And you got a timeout in your pocket.
Got 1 timeout left. But
yeah,
you can't run it.
And Mountain Crest has 2, I think the White Hat just mentioned.
Yeah. So
you can run it.
You can.
But I don't think you are. I don't think you're going to
I don't think you do. You know what? If you're Skyview, come out and do that bubble.
Yeah, and then just
do
run
the
out of
bubble
bounds.
and then run out of bounds. That's all you got to do, because Mountain Crest has not been able to stop that tonight.
And do the bubble to the side that you feel is the dominant hash for the kicker. Probably to the left. So you can kick it from the left hash.
Yeah.
Clark. Mountain Crest faithful rolls. There it is. This is going to be it. This is Collins looking left in the middle, and it's incomplete. Collins was initially open, closed out on.
But the bubble was open.
Bubble was.
I can't believe he didn't throw that. And if you're Skyview, you're looking at that again. I don't understand how Mountain Crest does not have somebody swinging out on that bubble.
If you gamble with it.
You do.
You gamble with it a lot, but could you imagine if you do roll the dice here? It's the, I don't know. If you try and tell your corner to jump it, you leave a risk to being beat over the top.
Yeah.
But if you do jump it and you pick it off, there's not a soul that's going to stop you. Running it back into the other way. Clark looking, trips, or rather twins to either side, goes up in the middle, and it's going to be thrown out the back of the end zone. 4th down, and I think the field goal unit is going to try.
Yeah, field goal is going to come out, and they're going to give it a shot. It would be a
45-yard field goal?
45-yard field goal. That's big. Yeah, 45.
That's exactly 45.
Exactly 45.
Here we go.
With 15 seconds left.
Mountain Crest going to use a timeout to freeze this kicker. This is Carlson. Snap is down, kick is up. It's got the distance. Is it wide left or is it good? It's good. 45-yard field goal is nailed by Carlson. It could have been good from 50.
That was a really good kick by him.
Yeah, great contact. 10 seconds now as Mountain Crest will try and do something to match it. Incredible play by Skyview, who nails the field goal with 15 seconds left. "45-yard field goal." You don't see that very often.
Not in high school, no.
High school.
And he missed. Well, they had one blocked that was much shorter.
Yes, they did. But the contact was good. I mean, it looked real pretty off the foot.
It did, yeah. And the refs took their time saying whether it was good or
well, you might as well.
Drama.
You might as well. Now anticipate the squib kick here from Skyview.
Do you just go down? I guess, I mean, there's not much Mountain Crest can do at this point.
No, you just...
Unless they run it back.
Well, you can definitely... I mean, Mountain Crest has 2 timeouts. Just fall on top of it as long as... Here's Carlson to kick it off from his own 40, and he will actually launch it. Oh, they're going to run it back. Here is Cale Olson with 8 seconds. He's going to run out to the right-hand side, and Cale is going to pitch it backwards to Micah Clemens, and the time has run out. Clemens going to run backwards. Someone's got to help the man out. Throwing it back here to Kai Passy into the backfield, and it's going to be a tackle into the end zone for a safety, if that stands. And that is going to be your final score. I didn't see an official word from the safety, and Mountain Crest didn't seem to have had a plan in terms of who the pitchman was or not who it was. And it will be a 10-7 victory for the Skyview Bobcats here in Hiram, and the streak continues.
Yeah, quite a game.
Incredible
oh my gosh,
game. Incredible
game. Skyview come out on top with that kick. Any number of things could have gone different ways in that whole game. That was, you want a good game, and you got one.
Absolutely. Well, Skyview gets the W, and they'll go to 2-0 in region play. Mountain Crest will fall to 0-2 in region play. Tough Region 11. Tough Region 11, man. It's tough.
No.
Shaking hands at midfield. We'll take the post-game break. Tell you a little bit more about the Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. I have a pretty good idea of what that one's going to be.
Yeah, I got a good idea of what that is.
And we'll come back to you and wrap things up here in Hiram. Appreciate all of you for joining us. Stay with us here as we kind of wrap things up and give our final thoughts in just a moment on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
I'll keep an eye out.
All right, welcome back here to Lynn R. Miller Field, a classic in the books. One that ties the all-time series for Skyview, extends the winning streak from 2012 all the way to a 14-year span, I believe, with that one.
Yes.
Skyview gets the win, 10-7 here at MC. What an incredible game. Really from both teams. We saw defensive stellar play. We saw offensive fire, power on both sides. Ultimately, it is off of the foot of Jace Carlson, the junior, tight end and place kicker from 45 yards out in a high school football game.
Yeah, that's
crazy. It was good from a ways out, too.
Well, and he did such an amazing job, like I mentioned before, the blocking on that outside, which got Skyview so many yards. So that kid deserved lots of kudos for
Absolutely.
sure. So.
Well, the scoring drives go as followed. In the first quarter with 8:03 at the beginning of the game, it was a 3-yard touchdown pass from Clark to Ballard. Then in the third quarter, Mountain Crest finally gets things going with a 21-yard touchdown pass on the double move on the near sideline to Micah Clemens. Larson connects. And then both teams kind of like punt away and make it work, and we're coming and learning about football history in the sports broadcast with our camera person. Annie Olson just barely watched the Stanford band play.
She asked, why were they passing? And the Mountain Crest last play, they were trying to keep the ball alive, passing it back. And she's like, why were they passing it backwards? And we explained. Mm-hmm. And she goes, does that ever work? And I said, look up the Stanford band play. And that's why you could hear her laughing.
There you go.
It was pretty funny.
Well,
that Stanford one is classic.
It is a classic. Well, congratulations to the Skyview Bobcats. And Mountain Crest is going to go ahead and going to be hungry for next week, absolutely, as they get ready for more action coming up.
Stansbury.
Stansbury, that's in Stansbury.
No, it's here.
Oh, it is here. Yeah, you're right. It will be here, so that means we'll be on the call again.
We will be on the call again.
I think that's going to be a great opportunity for Mountain Crest to get right and to get their first region win. Of course, they're going to be hungry for that one.
Yep.
Skyview will move on and continue their this will be a 3-game winning streak for them.
Yes.
2 back-to-back region games, one against Bear River and one against Mountain Crest. So, again, formally, our Old Grist Mill bread and butter play of the game will go to that 45-yard game-winning field goal by Jace Carlson, the junior kicker. Ice in the veins. It would have been good from 55 yards out. It was an incredible one.
That was an incredible high.
Yep.
I mean, it was perfect.
It was great contact. Perfect. I thought that there was gonna be some type of icing the kicker situation, but I guess not. You only say that. You would have been mad if he missed it,
right,
and we iced it.
And then he made it, which we've seen that happen in football games.
So
it all depends on the coach and what's going on. And
well, congratulations, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. We don't anticipate a
visit,
an interview. I mean, all of this has really been said ad nauseum. What a great game! And on behalf of all of us here at in Hiram. At CacheValleyDaily.com, we say thank you so very much. This has been Mountain Crest versus Skyview. Skyview getting the win 10-7 here in Region 11 on 107.7 KLZX and on 106.9 The Fan. Coach, any parting words before we?
No, I think you've said it all. What a great game.
Absolutely fun one. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you in the next one next Friday.
This Mountain Crest Mustangs broadcast has been a presentation of 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Cast-A-Lite Brick and Tile, Mountain Crest Boosters, Les Olson IT, Lana Powell State Farm, Adams Wealth Advisors, DB Auto Salvage, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Planet Fitness, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch replays and photo galleries of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.